Jaiva Dharma is a book in which Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is the spiritual master of Gauranga, Babaji Maharaj, who is the spiritual master of Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, who is the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada is the founder of Charlie, of ISKCON, all of us. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes this wonderful stories about Krishna's mercy. So, one story, once upon a time, there was a sannyasi. Everybody knows what a sannyasi is? The word sannyas means basically give up this world. There's different orders in the Vedic system. There's brahmacharis, there's grahastas, vanaprasthas, and sannyasis. Brahmacharis are single students, grahastas are married students, vanaprasthas are retired students, girl students, and a sannyasi is a renounced student. Because one never ceases to be a student. If one stops learning, especially about Krishna consciousness, then there's no more life. So, anyway, so this is a Mayavadi Sanyasi. For those of you who don't know what a Mayavadi Sanyasi is, it's basically two types of Mayavadi Sannyasis. One type thinks that they're God. Now I know even here in Fiji, you have some temples for people who think that they were God, right? Am I right? I'm not going to mention names. But, anyway. But basically, Ekali Ishvara Krishna is self-differentiated. There's only one God. And that's Krishna. And of course, Krishna expands as Narayan, Vishnu, Nrsimha, Vamana, Kurma, all the different incarnations. These are all manifestations of God. However, the individual soul never becomes God. So that particular misunderstanding in Sanskrit is called vivarta, confusion, illusion. Because one thinks everything is one, we're God, I'm God, you're God. Anyway, it's a problem. One time I was talking to someone like that who thought he was God, and he said, I asked him, am I also God? He said, yes, you're also God. I said, that's good. So we're all one, and you're God, I'm God, and your money is my money. So I grabbed his wallet. He said, that's not what I meant. I said, yeah, you have to practice what you preach. So this particular sannyasi, he was like that, Mayavadi, impersonalist, and he was absorbed in Brahman. Completely absorbed in Brahman. Actually, we know the absolute truth has three aspects. The Brahman, the impersonal aspect, the Paramatma, the super soul in everyone's heart, and then also Bhagavan, Krishna. So he was absorbed in that particular. He was completely detached. He was in a place called Benares. You guys heard of Benares? No. Oh my God. Originally you all came from India. And you've never heard of Benares?
Benares. Oh, Benares. Yeah. Benares, sorry.
Okay. What's happening? So Benares is a place where Mayavadis teach. It's one of their main places. Mayavadis means impersonalists, people who think they're God. And of course this is an offense against the Lord to think like that. All right, so this particular sannyasi, he was meditating on the bank of the Ganges River. You all know the Ganges River? The sacred Ganges, Ganga Jal, And so he's meditating, chanting, I guess, Om, like that. And as he's chanting Om, meditating on the impersonal Brahman, what happens, there's one of the Hare Krishna devotees from this one comes by. And he has he's in the kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And having an ecstatic kirtan, and the sannyasi is just trying to pay attention to his Om. And so he's thinking, okay, why is my mind be drawn to this Hare Krishna mantra? Because I'm absorbed in Brahman. What's happening? And he also started to feel ecstasy. And he was thinking, why am I feeling ecstasy? I'm only supposed to feel sat, not chicken or nanda. And he was like, oh my God, what's happening to me? I'm falling down from my body. So what happens is that eventually he becomes, after this devotee goes away, eventually he becomes so absorbed in Krishna just by the mercy of a Vaishnava, even though he didn't believe in Krishna before. Actually, the Mayavadis don't believe in Krishna. They worship Krishna, but to merge into Krishna. That's true. That's the followers of Shripad Shankaracharya. They're like that. So if you ever meet a Mayavadi, then they may appear to be a great devotee, but actually they're interested in merging into Krishna or becoming Krishna or becoming one with Krishna. They're not interested in Krishna. Just like there was, Anyway, there's a story in India about one Mayavadi who was, I'm not going to give the names. He was advising a king in India. Anyway, I can tell you where it is. And he was telling the king, don't let those Hare Krishna devotees worship Lord Jagannath. Because he was thinking that Lord Jagannath is Purinath. You know Purinath? Not Jagannath. Jagannath means the Lord of the universe. Jai Jagannath. Everybody knows Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Maharani. They go on Rath Yatra. So he said, you can't let these Malachus do Rath Yatra. Maybe one day you'll do that, but no other way. Don't let them in the temples either. So, of course, that is Mayavadi conception. That is Mayavadi conception. So offenders in the world. But this Mayavadi, he became a devotee. And not only did he become a devotee, he went to Sriram Mayapur. That's where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived. And he took shelter of one of the great Vaishnavas there, became a devotee, became a pure devotee, and he became one of the best preachers of Krishna consciousness. True story. Very interesting story. So that's one story from this book called the Jaiva Dharma. Another story